This is the Senco Senclamp model SC1, a tank of a pneumatic fastening tool. It fires these little tiny wedge-shaped things called Senclamps. It comes in these correlated strips. It's wider at the bottom where it goes in, and then it tapers. And this is what it looks like, embedded halfway through 3/4 inch stock. And so this draws on the same geometric principles as the bench dog, an old school clamping device that has these tapered prongs. And so this goes across the seam of a joint, and you pound it in and it pinches the joint together. And the Senclamp is essentially the same thing, but a lot more discreet. So I've been experimenting with this and getting good results for my production frame making operation. I'm doing more frames for artists coming to pick these up today. And so I've used the Senclamp here in 3 different ways. I used to pocket screw these joints together for mechanical strength and to lock it in. It has a polyurethane glue, which is enough by itself to hold it, but the Senclamp pins it in place to keep it from shifting around and eliminates the need for a pocket hole screw there. Over here, I have this 45-degree brace installed with pocket screws. And I used 2 Senclamps to initially lock it in. There's also some wood glue in there too. But the Senclamp eliminates the need to clamp for pocket hole screwing. And I got things to line up pretty flush, just holding it with hand pressure and adding 2 Senclamps and then pocket screwing it permanently together. It saved time, effort, less handling of clamps throughout the process. And this joint right here, I was short 1 long piece to finish these frames, so I spliced 1 together and pre-clamped it so that I could use the same stop on the chop saw to cut the finish size of the part. So I got a couple of Senclamps there, and that pinned it enough so that I could clamp that piece together without having those 45-degree angles shifting out of alignment. So the Senclamp is a versatile tool once you figure out how it works and what the limitations are. I haven't tried this on hardwoods, but I imagine very dense hardwoods might be more problematic for the Senclamp. But on plywoods and softwoods, it really works great and increased the productivity of my frame making. And it has a more discreet appearance than a pocket hole screw. And so I like the way it looks. But the biggest drawback is it is an expensive tool. The fasteners are expensive. Each one of these costs about 5 cents each when buying a box of 3,000, compared to about 3 cents for a pocket hole screw. So it doesn't save cost in hardware, but it does add some unique features for clamping, and I imagine if I did picture frames with miter joinery, it would be useful for that too. But I just wanted to show how this works. I actually bought this tool several years ago, and I couldn't get it to work for me because it kept overshooting the fastener. It was just overpowered, and I thought something was wrong with it. I thought it was a defective tool. I bought it refurbished, and it came with this box of fasteners and an extra drive hammer. But I was experimenting with it recently this year, and I cranked the pressure down to about 50 psi, which I didn't do before because my other pneumatic tools work between 60 and 95 psi, and below 60 psi they will misfire. They don't work. So it was counterintuitive to think that this tool would work best at a lower psi. It says 120 psi max, so that kind of threw me off. But I got it to work well, and just wanted to show the new process here. So this is a very expensive tool. You can still buy it from Senco. They still make the same exact model that's been around since the early 80s. But the Senclamp, very unique way of fixing and clamping things together. If you're into production, face framing, or picture framing, it might be a very useful tool. And by the way, this is the air compressor that I repaired the pinhole leak on the tank. And after 2 years, it is still working very well.